Physical properties of alkenes. Alkenes are non-polar or weakly polar compounds. Non-polar or weakly polar as it contains carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-hydrogen bond. They are insoluble in water as it is non-polar and soluble in non-polar solvents like ether, benzene. They are less dense than water. Boiling point of alkene rises with increasing number of carbon atoms. The next one, branch chain alkene have lower boiling point than straight chain alkene. And the last one, the boiling point of alkene is nearly same as that of alkane with the same carbon skeleton. Chemical properties of alkenes. Alkenes are more reactive than alkanes. This is due to presence of pi electrons. As in the structure of alkenes, functional group, it is carbon-carbon double bond, which is the reactive center. While studying the chemical properties of alkene, a carbon-carbon double bond is the reactive center. That is, due to presence of pi electrons, they are more reactive than alkanes. They undergo electrophilic addition reactions. Electrophile, it is added across carbon-carbon double bond of alkene. Electrophile, that is electron deficient species. This added across carbon-carbon double bond. Most of the reactions of alkenes are here undergo electrophilic addition reactions. Now let's see the first reaction, halogenation. Halogenation, that is addition of halogen molecule H2 across carbon-carbon double bond, maybe chlorine or bromine. These reactions we have to consider, particularly chlorine and bromine, as iodine I2 molecule it fails to add or to react. Therefore, chlorine or bromine molecule it is added. We have to consider these reactions. In this reaction, alkene it is the starting compound which is converted to vicinal dihalides. So, see this reaction, which is general reaction, alkene, carbon-carbon double bond, when it reacts with halogen H2 in presence of carbon tetrachloride at room temperature, this is the reaction condition, it gives vicinal dihalides, that is this halogen, it is halogen molecule added across carbon-carbon double bond. Atoms are added to this here halogen atoms. So this is the structure for vicinal dihalides, halogen attached to doubly bonded carbon atom, that is here adjacent carbon atoms. Now let's see the example. Ethene, first member of alkene, CH2 double bond CH2 plus chlorine Cl2 in presence of CCl4 carbon tetrachloride at room temperature. It gives CH2Cl, CH2Cl, 1,2-dichloroethane. This vicinal dihalide is formed. Ethene is converted to 1,2-dichloroethane. Addition of halogen, this reaction halogenation. Let's see the next example. Propene, when reacts with bromine in presence of CCl4 at room temperature, it is converted to vicinal dihalide, that is 1,2-dibromopropane. CH3CH double bond CH2 plus Br2 in presence of CCl4 room temperature gives CH3CHBr, CH2Br. Now in this type of the reaction, red brown color of bromine, it is rapidly disappears when it reacts with the propene. So this addition of bromine is useful to detect carbon-carbon double bond in unknown compound. So this reaction is important for the detection of carbon-carbon double bond. Reaction with bromine, addition of bromine to alkene, so that we can detect whether in unknown compound double bond is present or absent. Second reaction, addition of hydrogen H2. This reaction is called as hydrogenation reaction. Example, ethene CH2 double bond CH2 plus hydrogen in presence of catalyst Raney nickel at a temperature 443 Kelvin to 453 Kelvin get converted to ethane CH3 single bond CH3. Propene CH3 CH double bond CH2 plus H2 hydrogen in presence of catalyst Raney nickel, and this temperature hydrogen it is added across carbon carbon double bond get converted to CH3 CH2 CH3, that is propane. So reaction of alkene with hydrogen in presence of catalyst, alkene get converted to alkane. So next type of addition reaction, let's see, hydrohalogenation reaction. Hydrohalogenation, that is addition of HX hydrogen halide molecule to carbon carbon double bond. That type of reaction is called hydrohalogenation reaction. HX, that is hydrogen halide, like hydrogen chloride HCl, hydrogen bromide HBr, and hydrogen iodide HI, that is used. General reaction for this alkene, that is carbon carbon double bond plus HX hydrogen halide gives to alkyl halide. So here reactive center is carbon carbon double bond, hydrogen halide added across this carbon carbon double bond get converted to single bond and formation of alkyl halide. Now the order of reactivity of alkyl halide, here hydrogen iodide is more reactive as compared to hydrogen bromide as compared to hydrogen chloride. Let's see, addition of hydrogen bromide HBr to symmetrical alkene. So this type of addition, hydrogen bromide to symmetrical alkene, gives only one product. Symmetrical alkene, one of the example is ethene, first member of alkene. Here it is across carbon carbon double bond. Here two similar groups are attached, therefore it is symmetrical alkene. When reacts with HBr, produces bromoethane CH3 CH2Br. Now but2ene, this is also the example of symmetrical alkene. When it reacts with HBr, produces only one product, 2-bromo-butane. CH3 CH double bond CH CH3 plus HBr gives CH3 CH2 CHBr CH3. Addition reaction of hydrogen bromide to unsymmetrical alkene. In this addition reaction of hydrogen bromide HBr to unsymmetrical alkene gives two isomeric product. Propene is the example of unsymmetrical alkene, CH3 CH double bond CH2. It gives two isomeric product. Here HBr it is added across this carbon carbon double bond. Now in this case, if bromine it is attached to carbon number 1 and hydrogen to carbon number 2, we get this product CH3 CH2 CH2Br, 1 bromopropane. And the other possibility here, hydrogen is attached to carbon 1 and bromine is attached to carbon 2. So we get CH3 CHBr CH3, 2 bromopropane. Now propene gives 1 bromopropane as a minor product and 2 bromopropane major product. So this 2 bromopropane, experimentally it has been found that it is 2 bromopropane is major product. Markovnikov studied hydrohalogenation reaction of a number of unsymmetrical alkenes and formulated a general rule which is known as Markovnikov's rule. So according to Markovnikov's rule, unsymmetrical alkene gives 2 bromopropane as a major product. So let's see the statement of this rule. When an unsymmetrical reagent is added to an unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of the reagent gets attached to that carbon which carries less number of hydrogen atoms. So when an unsymmetrical reagent, for example this hydrogen bromide, addition of this, it is unsymmetrical reagent added to unsymmetrical alkene. Here we are seeing this example, propene is the unsymmetrical alkene. Then the negative part of the reagent, now this is the reagent and bromide ion Br minus, here X minus, so in this example Br minus gets attached to that carbon atom which carry less number of hydrogen atoms. So that gets attached to that unsaturated carbon atom. So that with the doubly bonded carbon, unsaturated carbon, these two, which are having less number of hydrogen atoms. So this carbon number 1 and carbon number 2, here 2 hydrogens and carbon 2 carry less hydrogen as compared to 1. Therefore bromine negative part is attached to this carbon number 2 and hydrogen at carbon number 1. So we get this structure CH3 CHBr CH3, that is 2 bromopropane. So by reaction of unsymmetrical alkene and unsymmetrical reagent, the product which is gives isomeric products, in that according to Markovnikov's rule the major product is obtained, which is that alkyl halide which gets which obeys this rule, Markovnikov's rule. Now let's see the anti-Markovnikov's addition, peroxide effect, which is called, or Kharash-Mayo effect. The addition of hydrogen bromide to unsymmetrical alkene in the presence of organic peroxide ROOR takes place in opposite orientation to that suggested by Markovnikov's rule. So anti-Markovnikov's addition opposite to this rule. What this statement suggests, that here also the reaction between unsymmetrical alkene and hydrogen bromide, in this we have seen also this unsymmetrical alkene and hydrogen bromide, but this is carried out, peroxide effect or Kharash-Mayo effect, it is carried out in presence of organic peroxide, and it is opposite to the orientation suggested by the Markovnikov's rule. Markovnikov suggested that negative part gets attached to that carbon, unsaturated carbon, which is having here less number of hydrogens, and hydrogen atom of the reagent gets attached to that carbon which is more number, which carry more number of hydrogen atoms. So according to Markovnikov's rule, negative part Br attached to this carbon which carry less number of hydrogen atoms. Now opposite to that, this let's see the example propene, which is unsymmetrical alkene and hydrogen bromide. Here in this reaction, in the presence of organic peroxide, here benzoyl peroxide, this is the peroxide, C6H5CO whole bracket twice O. Now here propene, hydrogen attached to the carbon which is having less number of hydrogen. Bromine, it is attached to that carbon which is having more number of hydrogens. Therefore negative part is attached to that carbon, unsaturated carbon, which is having more number of hydrogens. So here, so we get the structure CH3 CH2 CH2Br, that is 1-bromo-propane. Similarly, 2-methyl-prop-1-ene, CH3 C CH3 double bond CH2, unsymmetrical alkyl plus unsymmetrical reagent hydrogen bromide. In presence of benzoyl peroxide, here hydrogen is attached to carbon number 2nd and bromine is attached to this carbon number 1, which is having more number of hydrogens. So CH3 CH CH3 CH2Br, 1-bromo-2-methyl-propane. This product is obtained when reaction is carried out in presence of organic peroxide, benzoyl peroxide. Here peroxide effect or Harash effect, or we can say anti-Markovnikov's addition, it is carried out only with the reaction only with the hydrogen bromide. Let's see the next reaction, addition of sulfuric acid. In this type of reaction, alkene converted to alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Formula for alkyl hydrogen sulfate is ROSO3H. Carbon-carbon double bond in alkene plus H2SO4, that is H-OSO3H, cold and concentrated, converted to alkyl hydrogen sulfate. That is, hydrogen is attached to one carbon, doubly bonded carbon, and negative group OSO3H attached to other carbon. So we get this type of the structure. In this, addition takes place according to Markovnikov's rule. That is, the negative part of this reagent, sulfuric acid, that is OSO3H, it is added to that carbon which is having less number of hydrogen atoms. Let's see the example. CH2 double bond CH2, that is ethene, plus cold and concentrated sulfuric acid, HOSO3H. Now in this example, we get CH3 CH2OSO3H. Addition of sulfuric acid. In this, alkene get converted to alkyl hydrogen sulfate, having formula ROSO3H. Now alkene, when reacts with cold and concentrated sulfuric acid, it is converted to alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Let's see this reaction. Carbon-carbon double bond plus H2SO4, cold and concentrated. Here it is written H-OSO3H gives to this carbon one hydrogen is attached. So we write here H, and OSO3H negative part is attached to other carbon. So adjacent carbon here hydrogen and OSO3H, this grouping. So that name is alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Addition takes place according to Markovnikov's rule. According to this rule, the negative part of the reagent, that is OSO3H, it is get attached to that unsaturated carbon which is having less number of hydrogen atoms in case of unsymmetrical alkene. Let's see the example. Ethene plus cold and concentrated H2SO4, gives ethyl hydrogen sulfate, that is CH2 double bond CH2 plus H OSO3H gives to CH3CH2 OSO3H, ethyl hydrogen sulfate. Next example of unsymmetrical alkyl, propene CH3CH double bond CH2 plus H2SO4, that is HOSO3H gives to CH3CH OSO3H CH3, isopropyl hydrogen sulfate. The negative part of the sulfuric acid, that is OSO3H, it is attached to carbon number second and hydrogen to first carbon. Then alkyl hydrogen sulfate, when reacts with water or when it is diluted with water and heated, then it is converted to alcohol. So alcohol having same alkyl groups as the original alkyl hydrogen sulfate. So this is an excellent method for the preparation of alcohol on large scale. Large scale preparation of alcohol, this is an excellent method. See this ethyl hydrogen sulfate CH3CH2OSO3H, when diluted with water, that is H2O, HOH, heated, then it gives ethanol CH3CH2OH plus H2SO4. Isopropyl hydrogen sulfate converted to isopropyl alcohol CH3CHOSO3H CH3, water, and when it is heated it gives CH3CHOH CH3 plus H2O. Reactive alkene on adding water molecules in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid form alcohol. The addition of water takes place according to Markovnikov's rule. This reaction is known as hydration of alkenes. Let's see the example. Reactive alkene like 2-methyl-prop-1-ene, CH3 CCH3 double bond CH2 plus HOH in presence of acid converted to CH3 thrice OH, 2-methyl-propane 2O, hydrogen added to the carbon 1, which is having more number of hydrogens, this unsaturated carbon, and negative part of OH. It is attached to this second carbon. According to Markovnikov's rule, addition takes place. 2-methyl-prop-1-ene converted to 2-methyl-propane 2-ol. Let's see another example. Isopropyl hydrogen sulfate. It is converted to propane 2-ol, this alcohol. So isopropyl hydrogen sulfate, that is CH3CHOSO3H CH3 plus this water HOH heated gives CH3CHOH CH3 plus H2SO4. Reactive alkenes on adding water molecules in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid form alcohol. The addition of water takes place according to Markovnikov's rule. This reaction is known as hydration of alkenes. See this example. The reactive alkene isobutylene, common name, and IUPAC name is 2-methyl-prop-1-ene. Structure is CH3 CCH3 double bond CH2 plus water HOH. In acidic condition using concentrated sulfuric acid converted to CH3 3 times attached to carbon, then that is attached to OH. So 2-methyl propane 2-ol. This alcohol is obtained.